We were alive.
Yeah.
Huh?
We are now.
We were for a little bit. Unless they were commenting,
that we didn't go
are
live.
Are you okay because you weren't here?
All right. Sorry, guys. We're working for
Ed.
37 minutes and forgot
we
to go
weren't live.
We weren't.
You know what it is.
We were waiting for Cannon.
You couldn't start the show without me.
Exactly. Sorry, guys. I goofed up.
I wonder why no one was commenting anymore. It's like, man, Deadsville.
What the hell, YouTube?
Yeah, I was going to see to make sure we were live. I was like, something went wrong. I'm pretty sure I hit the start button.
I know we had our countdown.
Yeah, I hit the start button and it didn't take. I've had it happen in the past. I just wasn't paying attention because we're chit-chatting. Oh. All right.
It was a good 20-minute pre-game chat.
Yeah, well, 30.
Well, we couldn't tell anyone the secrets that we were talking about, so that's why.
Sorry, guys. I was live. I hit the live button and it didn't do it.
Yeah. So I did something completely out of character.
And showed up on time.
Nope.
Showed up before the chat started.
I went and saw a movie.
Oh, yeah.
While it was in theaters, I went and saw The Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Any good?
I wasn't disappointed. I went into it with no expectations because I don't really know anything about Sentry or the Thunderbolts. But it wasn't bad.
I've been hearing good things about it.
Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't feel like preachy. And then there's one part that might have been, but wasn't. It was. Wasn't too bad.
The only issue I have with it is you have to do a whole lot of homework before you can know what else going on.
I didn't. I think I did. I think it's fine. If you just accept that there are going to be superheroes and.
Well, the worst culprit was the Captain America 4 about having to do homework before you watch the movie.
I see, and I haven't even seen that one yet, and I think I did fine.
You gotta watch the Falcon Winter Soldier series, something else, the Eternals movie.
Yeah, if you're okay not knowing who any of these people are, you don't have to do any of that stuff.
Or why there's a giant thing coming out of the earth.
There was a giant thing that wasn't even addressed in this movie.
That wasn't in this one, but if you want to know who these characters are, you have to have watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. You have to have watched Captain America or Falcon Winter Soldier.
I don't even think you need to know who these people are.
No, the story stands by itself just fine without knowing who they are. But if you want to know who they are, you have to watch what is now not the worst Ant-Man movie. So that's cool. You do have to watch Captain America Civil War, or not Civil War.
Falcon Winter Soldier.
Falcon Winter Soldier. You have to have watched Captain America 4.
But you don't need
Black Widow.
You don't need to enjoy the movie.
No.
You don't need to know who these people are to enjoy the movie. It was there was enough. I feel there was enough on-screen, whatever you call it,
Disposition,
Yeah.
exposition.
Chemistry amongst the people, the actors. That it's fine. If you can just accept that, you know, the one guy is the, you know, dollar store ripoff Captain America, and the other guy is a Russian ripoff Captain America, and the girl's a ripoff Black Widow.
That's her sister.
Yeah. And then there's some other people.
Which you have to watch the Black Widow movie to know who to get her introduction.
If you were gonna,
there's the Captain America's sidekick that always was in his shadow, and
Lucky.
you know, fine.
It's fine.
He never really actualized his own future.
It's good.
Yeah, I went to it with my girlfriend, who's definitely real and doesn't live in Canada.
Likely story.
I'm gonna keep telling
heard
it.
it before.
Keep telling it because it's true.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
I think that's probably the problem with the world today. Is that you think that your reality and my reality are two different things when they're not.
Look, just because we have different opinions on something doesn't mean that yours is right.
No, it is right. Regardless of my opinion and your opinion, my opinion is still right.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
No, because that adheres to a subjective reality, and reality is not subjective. You can describe it differently, but what's real is still real.
Birds aren't real. They work for the government.
Well, the cake is a lie too, but we still eat it. Besides, as a capitalist, I can't agree to live in a society where reality is subjective. You know, because then somebody's going to be like, "I paid you rent," and you'll be like, "No, you didn't. I did my reality, and he'd be like, well, crap.
In this reality, you're going to live under a bridge, so.
With the trolls.
What about the Leoplorodons?
What about the Leoplorodons?
They will show us the way.
They live under a different bridge. They said you're not invited.
But in my reality, I am invited.
Well, you'll just have to take it up with them then.
I decided to go with it, where I extended this bicep on the robotic arm, and every time I sand it like that, the epoxy would sand down lower than the softer plastic. So I decided just to go with it and just make that paint detail and like camouflage it.
That's what you gotta do sometimes. My grade school art teacher had a poster on her wall that said, take a mistake and make it great. And it was like this spilled ink that was changed into some kind of person's face or something.
What in the world? Thought I got a bot for a second, but StreamYard did it. Like,
What'd it do?
put like a link to like sign up for StreamYard in the chat.
Yeah, that was me on accident. Because it's got a big thing that says share your referral link, and it's right in the middle of the chat, the comments.
Ah,
I
so you're
tried to-
the bot.
I am the bot. Look at me. I am the bot now.
You will show us the way.
And I posted it like 10 times.
I posted to every channel it's streaming to.
Well, I'm sure that StreamYard appreciates your free advertisement.
Well, plus if you click on it and sign up, I get credits on my account. Okay. So I cleaned my glasses, got my paint out, and like getting ready to paint, and nope, I gotta go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it goes.
Nemo Hill says, how is everyone? Doing very good. Other than the StreamYard not going live when I hit go live. Sector 2813 says, evening, fellas.
Evening.
Well, since clicked on this when we weren't live, party on, Darth. Now the "Are you okay?" CE makes sense.
Uh huh.
I did a ton of work while we were offline.
And you found a person.
Yeah. While we thought we were online, did some dry brushing on Dragon's arm, his lower legs. I got the robotic arm painted up in gold. Which will be do some washes and some other detailing on it to tone it down. And don't look at the shiny brand new parts. Thank you very much, Sector and Linfield. He's starting to come together. I can only work on it so much right now because I sent the waist piece to Don to get belts made. So it'll be a upper torso and legs for a little while. There's dry brushing, there must be some wet brushing, aka painting. Hello. Bart says. I just had a rag. Oh, there it is. We're going to dirty up some of these gold parts. Just yay, dropped in our first family of the night.
Family, 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 family. I don't have friends.
I got family.
Oh, that beautiful gold getting grunged up.
No.
Hey, that beautiful bean footage. Have you guys tried the trick with cooking frozen steaks in the air fryer?
No.
It does a great
I've-
job.
What?
Yes.
You said it does a great job?
Yeah. They come out perfect. You leave them for 25 minutes in the air fryer. Whether if you thaw them out, they get too done. If you cook them frozen, they come out perfect, like a medium.
I throw mine on the griddle and
Well, I don't want to throw them out on the grill, but I don't want to fill with messing with the grill.
yep. I use a like a Blackstone flat top. Got 7 minutes on each side, on the next to the lowest setting. It's a perfect medium rare.
It really depends on the thickness of the steak too,
Yeah.
or how long you cook them for. But I was very impressed with how well it turned out. Of course, I tried it with cheap steaks first.
Yeah. Makes sense.
do this a couple times, get it just right. That wash works really good when it cold. It gives like a tarnished way tarnished metal should look. Of course. It's not a show if I don't drop stuff on the floor.
Definitely not.
That way it works.
Sector is asking what you're sculpting again.
Making some kind of lightsaber. Some corn horn lightsaber. Some corn pone lightsaber.
Corn on the cob.
I don't know. Some Jedi guy that I don't know. Because it's, made the Force, so might as well make something Star Warsy.
You gotta remember there's Revenge of the Six before long.
Yeah, that's not going to be on Thursday, is it?
Nah.
Yeah, then we don't have to worry about it.
It's Tuesday.
See, nothing good happens on a Tuesday, except for tacos.
The bills.
Oh, well, never mind then. I take that back. There are two good things that happen on Tuesday.
Darth is asking what you're working on, Sith.
Right now, I am just playing with the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave. The Build-A-Figure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing glow-in-the-dark orange on all of his little energy spots. Right now, I'm just doing kind of a wash over the body of the figure because none of it's painted. Like, I think the skull might be having a little bit of paint on it, but Other than that, it's all bare plastic. And I just want it to pop a little bit more. And yeah. Other than that, I'm still working on Omni-Man a little bit.
Where is Omni-Man?
I don't know.
Right there. He's right there.
I saw somebody did a real top 5 worst Invincible characters.
Uh-huh.
It was all the Immortal.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, Abraham Lincoln was number 5.
And of course, you had people in the comments saying, "Oh, that's just all the same character." Yep, that was the point.
That's the whole joke.
I couldn't see Darth's comment because I still got a giant button that says "Share your referral link" and it won't go away. But I know what happens if I click it. I was hoping clicking it would make it go away, but it didn't. It's greedy.
Darcy, that's what's up. That Holocaust Nemesis figure is a tall ass figure.
He is. I still gotta get the Nightcrawler so I can actually finish him, but
Yeah, I kind of want that figure, but I don't want to buy all the rest of the figures. So I'll probably have to look at getting it on eBay or something. I just like the figure. I don't really have any connection to the character or anything.
My go-to paints right now, I've been using these Mr. Hobby paints. You got your Mr. Color, your Mr. Metallic Color. You also got your Oculus Gundam Color. You got your color. These are acrylics. These are lacquers. The Oculus ones are all acrylics, from my understanding. Your Mr. Color is all lacquer. This is lacquer. Also use, I got my old Testors washes and some of the Testors paints left. I got Testors brown leather. And also been using these recently too. Pro Acryl. These brush on really well, cover really good. But they're not durable. You gotta seal them or they'll come off. The lacquer stuff is really durable. But some people can have issues with the lacquer too. Chemical reactions.
you're telling me acryl licked this paint?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It's a trap.
Admiral Crackbar. It's a trap house.
And Darth's saying as canon, he wants that Holocaust, but don't want the rest of the wave.
Yep.
Yep, I did the same thing. I got the whole wave too.
Yeah, rub it in. I just could never find
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. I can order it online, but I was really hoping to find it in person.
I pre-ordered on Amazon. That's the reason I got the whole wave already.
initially the only one I wanted was the Gambit, but then I picked up. I saw all the others before I saw Gambit, and I was like, okay, they're gonna force me to buy all of these. I also wanted the Wolverine, but he doesn't come with the parts, so I wasn't too worried about that.
That's one of the times, a few times I wish Wolverine came with a part instead of one of the other characters that didn't want. Because that Wolverine looks really good.
Yeah, I like that Wolverine.
I normally pass on Wolverines because I got a shit ton of them.
I didn't know anything about Husk. That was the one I wasn't really sure I really wanted, but all the others I at least knew who they were.
Yeah.
I don't have any experience with Husk.
They kind of phoned her in to just give her an alternate head.
Yeah, I've seen some people do use like chrome pens and make like her entire head metal.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty good, but if I had a spare, I would try that. But I don't want to do that to the
Only one you got.
only one.
Ooh, that's a kind of cool idea. Let's see what that looks like.
What's that?
I was thinking about painting this area here silver, but I was thinking, I don't think this top part. I think that would look better.
Alpha, you want to buy Husk from me? I would do that. I gotta. Obviously, I'm keeping the Nemesis part, but she's sitting up there, but I don't have any. Like I said, no attachment to her. Okay. Sounds like you got a better connection to her than I do, so. That'll work out.
I need to reread those books now. You already had a game.
Yeah, yep. I read them all the other day. It was fun. I like reading older stories like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was a product of its time.
Yeah.
I got a few notes that I'm saving for our read view, retro read view, or whatever we're gonna call it.
Ooh, retro review.
let's say there was one book in particular that was very hard for me to read.
Which one was it?
It was the I gotta pull up my notebook because there was one artist that was just really bad.
Yeah. You have it from time to time.
Tom Grindberg. He did the Silver Surfer. I think it was one of the Silver Surfer books, or it might have been. I don't remember which one it was, but he did one of the like 4th or 5th issue in the series.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, I saved a screenshot of what they did to Thor because yikes.
I haven't read that since the 90s, so it'll be enjoyable to reread it.
I've also picked out my my choice for when it's my turn to pick. So
Oh, nice.
we're gonna be reading some Star Wars. You already knew it was coming.
What?
Already knew it.
Star Wars? What? I never heard of that. What is this?
It's like Star Trek, but better. It's like Star Trek for adults.
I think that's kind of the other way around, isn't it?
Hey, we don't hawk the Trek here.
All right.
What are you talking about, Hawk the Trek?
New Trek, classic Trek was far superior.
Hey, if I had a nickel for every time that Disney destroyed a beloved sci-fi franchise,
Had about what, $1?
I would have at least 2 nickels. But it's weird that it happened that many times.
Well, the Star Trek did it to themselves. Of course, they got changed hands several times, like different, like the management and stuff. The previous owner, like Paramount, hated Star Trek, so that's why he canceled like Enterprise.
There, I think that looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'd buy it
For $1.
at least.
I'd buy that for $1.
$1 would be the cheapest one I've ever bought.
I'll see that is.
That's not true. I've got a couple that I 3D printed that probably cost less than $1, but
Seth, if you want to, then send me that Jonah Hex head. I can print you a cowboy hat to fit it. Well, I just needed to test fit.
okay.
Korean horn.
Corin Horn was one of Luke's first early apprentices at the New Jedi Order, and kind of helped rebuild the Order as a whole.
Is that before or after he tried to kill his nephew and the nephew destroyed the entire training facility?
We don't speak of atrocities like that.
What? I thought that was canon.
Nope, it wasn't me.
Oh.
I didn't destroy the whole Jedi training temple.
No, Luke's
Don't blame that
nephew.
on me.
Luke's nephew did destroy. Luke's nephew did destroy the temple,
Oh.
not Luke.
But Luke tried to murder his nephew in his sleep.
That was so dumb. All right, I will be right back. I need to find my calipers.
Like for brakes?
Hmm?
Like brake calipers?
measuring things.
We don't measure things.
Oh, I do.
We just get it wrong and then do it again 10 times.
Yeah, I hate doing that because it takes up a lot of resin.
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm not supposed to waste a ton of resin?
Well, I mean, ideally, if you can avoid it.
I've been doing this all wrong.
Yeah. I bought the calipers so I would have some way to measure stuff so I wouldn't be wasting so much resin. And time printing crap over and over again. What is this?
Like it.
What is this? I should go through my desk drawers more often. I have lots of treasures in here.
What'd you find?
I don't know. Mysterious treasures. What I did not find
Calibers?
are my calipers, which is going to make me absolutely bonkers because I swear that I put them in my center desk drawer
I took them.
and they are not there. Well, the thing about having 3 kids is that sometimes they like to borrow stuff and then put it back in different places.
What?
Yeah.
That don't sound right.
I found my calipers. Were they where they were supposed to be? No. Were they under my kid's notebook? Yes.
Sounds like you moved them.
At least they were probably doing, you know, some math or something when they borrowed them.
Going to surprise everybody. It's like I posted pictures of the arm all nice and shiny on Instagram. Everybody's like, "Oh, I love that gold, nice and shiny." Yeah, it's gonna be nasty looking next time you see it.
Sector, how did you ever get this thing out of this arm?
That's what she said.
Okay.
Hey, I realized it didn't work halfway through. I was already committed.
That's nice initiative of you. Ooh. Better.
I can't get a grip on it. It's all slick and stuff.
Take hot
That's what
water.
you said.
Pop the hand off and soak it in hot water and pops out.
Now,
All
both
right.
of those is what she said.
I gotta go make it hot.
So like it hot.
It's gonna get hot in here. Be right back.
Oh. Oh. Clean the brush. More coats, more better.
Name withheld. Yes, I have read those. They were really interesting. I often quote that one, "May the force of others be with you," because that was like the original. That was the original line. Was "May the force of others be with you." It was originally they were. It's just weird. It's just a weird. It's like, man, things could have been very different.
Oh yeah. That what I was talking about while we were offline by accident. I was talking about like who almost was Luke Skywalker was the actor that played the greatest American hero. We were doing like audition reads. Had a lot of actors you recognized in that read, and the dialect is nothing like what was in the movie from the audition reads.
I've said it before. As much as I love the Star Wars movies, Star Wars is great in spite of the movies, not because of the movies.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the greatness of Star Wars comes from the world building.
You had a bot in your Twitch.
Oh no.
My microwave might be a little bit dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah. It might explain why bowls of soup explode so badly that they flip completely over. I only put this water in this bowl in the microwave for like a minute, and it was boiling.
Oh, looking better and better. Baby dad.
Jesus.
I don't necessarily disagree, Sector 2813. If it hadn't been for Revenge of the Sith, I would fully agree.
What did I miss?
Sector 2813 was saying Star Wars went downhill after Return of the Jedi, which is true, but one of its brightest spots was also post-Jedi, so.
I will agree with that one video that guys were proving that all the Star Wars movies had the wrong title.
Yep, I just saw that one.
I found some coffee.
You really need to clean that desk up.
Still good.
This coffee tastes like shit.
It's because it is. .3. So 7.1. 7.15.
I don't know if I've talked about it since we talked about before. I think before or after my brother-in-law and my sister came and visit, and they brought their new pup, and my dog got to play with it. And both of them's not gonna play a dog with their own age. They just had a ball.
They just had a ball to play with. They didn't have any other toys.
That sounds like animal abuse.
Well, they had plenty of toys.
You gotta at least give them a rope.
My other two dogs are senior dogs, so they don't play too well with a 15-month-year-old pup.
15-month year?
Yeah, 15-month-year-old pup. My other two dogs are both over 9 years old, and a 15-month-year-old, I keep saying year-old, 15-month-old pup is a little much for them.
Yeah.
Especially for size. She's 80% lab. Problem with the prequels, you don't get the whole story just watching the prequels. You gotta watch both these the cell animated cartoon and the CG series to get the full story.
Yeah. I enjoyed the CG series, but I will forever maintain that the cell animated one was far superior.
I agree, and plus it explained things too that happened in between the movies. Like why Grievous is wheezing. Mace Windu messed his ass up.
It made the Jedi Masters actually feel like Jedi Masters, rather than,
cannon fodder.
Yeah. Kit Fisto was done so dirty.
Instead of Jedi Masters.
I think what they should have done, not had the whole Order 66, and had the storyline where Vader hunts down the Jedi. That would have been a much cooler thing.
Also, all of these Jedi that are surviving Order 66 are completely ruining
Order 66?
Yes, that and the rebirth of the Jedi. Because Luke was supposed to basically fix everything that was wrong with the Jedi Order.
Yep.
But now all the people that are in the Jedi Order are just the Jedi from before. And it's like, well, we're just going to keep doing things the way we were. I'm sure nothing bad will come from that.
Well. Alpha Proto's like, we are keepers of the peace. We can't fight the war for you. Then they proceed to fight a war.
Yeah.
Yep. So what you're saying is the Jedi are hypocrites.
Yeah.
The original concept for the Clone Wars was far different. Like if you read the books from the 90s, when they start talking about the Clone Wars, you're like, wait, what on earth are we talking about? Because it doesn't match at all. The clones were like worker class that revolted. They were more like, think more like iRobot. iRobot was closer to the original Clone Wars than this prequel trilogy that we got. Timothy Zahn talked about it quite a bit in his trilogy. And then cloning was basically outlawed after the Clone Revolt.
Looks good. I like it. Good. Nice tarnished feel on all the parts.
I'll be right back.
After these messages. Sector says, Canon, is that piece scannable? I don't need any motion on the wrist peg.
What? Why would we under-engineer something when we could make it way more complicated?
I'm just reading the comment.
This will be fine. It'll be great.
Alpha Proto was asking how strong are joints for 3D printed joints and pegs for figures.
They can be, I mean, strong enough.
Sector says stronger than the super glue on the broken original. All right. They will have weird measurements on this. 6.3 is going to be 6.3 is going to be 3.15.
Switch my units back to meters instead of millimeters. Yeah. Ow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask a question since I can't see what you're doing.
All right.
How did you injure yourself modeling on?
Dropped my calipers on my sock-covered toe.
Well, that did it.
Metal and chunky, and have sharp edges.
So you found a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
This is the way. Now, let's see.
It is 9 o'clock.
Okay. $10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Yeah.
it was the 80s, our parents wouldn't be getting the PSA reminder of them outside. Do you know where your parents are? Weathered up. Ooh. Another coat on the gun.
2.5.
Nope. Nope. Hmm.
There we go. Check that out. There's your joint right there. Put a little dibby dab of glue right on the end of this. Stick that in there. That'll hold the whole assembly together. Just make sure yeah, that should be good. And because the way that this is in a cup, you shouldn't have to worry about getting any glue on this to stick to that. So if you just take this part here, grab, insert like that, stick your dibby dab of glue right there on the end, and then stick the whole thing together. That should prevent it from getting any glue into the joint. joint area.
A dibby dabba doo.
A dibby dab. Yep.
A dibby dabba doo.
Now let me save this.
That's a tear.
No. And then okay, well, I guess I have my caps lock on, so. All right. I have got to go do some responsible adult stuff.
What?
Yeah, I know. Because I have to go back to work tomorrow. So that's done. I'll go put that on the printer, and then I'll go get my work done. Thank you for having me on again.
Oh, always a pleasure, my friend.
I forgot to put his bracer back on. And I'll get that printed out, test it, make sure it works, and then as soon as I'm satisfied that it's working good, I'll ship it out to you. I'll go ahead and assemble it too, because you should just be able to pop it right in when it gets to you. All right, save. All right, I'm off.
Have a good one.
Cheers, everybody. You're welcome, sir. It's my pleasure.
Okay. Go to your home. It turned out pretty nice. AK says hello all.
Hey, AK.
Since mishap, I figured we could run for a little longer since we weren't live for 30 minutes while we're sitting here. I thought StreamYard messed up and didn't have us go live. Oh, that's much better. Yeah.
Well, it's at least as good as a McFarlane figure. It at least glows under UV light.
Oh, nice. I'm pretty happy with the weathered up arm. We'll put a little bit extra silver on top of that one spot because then we'll shine that up after. You always got to do some little bit of chrome powder on something other. Just wouldn't be right if we didn't put chrome powder on stuff.
Right?
I need to do a follow-up video on my chroming how-to. If I get people always asking how it holds up, and show one of the ones I chromed last year.
Mm-hmm. I tried to. I've got some of the graphite powder, and I tried to do it on a helmet I was making, but I didn't. I didn't get the finish smooth
kind of
enough for.
What kind of clear did you use?
I didn't use any clear. I just put it straight over black, gloss black paint.
Okay, it should work. I find like it works better over certain types of paint, like the Mr. Hobby like clear coat.
Uh huh.
It don't work on that. Like the super glossy clear they have.
Yeah.
It works. I think it works best over a Duplicolor clear.
Yeah, I was probably using Rust-Oleum, like spray paint. I had to guess. It's been a while ago though, so it was before I had moved on to like latex paint. I started doing that out of spray guns for helmets and stuff because it smelled a whole lot better and cleanup was a whole lot easier. So. And it was cheaper. I could get a big thing of latex paint and it would last me like 10 times what a spray paint would.
No, dear. All right. My brushes. One more coat on the fingernails. I think we'd call it a night. Want to use nail art brush to paint nails.
You can't do that.
I know, it's weird. Something's wrong. But I would say it's. I was going to say, well, it's plastic nails, but well, they make plastic fake nails.
Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do.
Alrighty, I think it's time to call it a night. That's it for life. Thanks for coming and joining us tonight.
Absolutely.
Got
Oop.
to. We'll show off.
Oh,
We got done tonight. We got all the nice weathering done on the parts. Dry brush, washed and dry brushed the chest and the arm. Just weather detailing on the parts. The wash on the dry brushing on the lower legs. Got quite a bit done. I was planning on working on his weapon, but I never got around to it tonight. You got killing off your glow in the dark Holocaust or Nemesis, what do you want to call him now?
yeah. I don't know yet if he's gonna glow, how well he's gonna glow in the dark. He glows pretty good under UV light though. And then I did the just kind of, I guess, the weathering, just wash
Nice.
basically over the entire thing. Make it look a little less like just bare plastic. Is the
Yeah.
goal. Really, there's a lot of texture in it.
Mm-hmm.
It really hides when they just don't paint anything.
Yep. All right, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us tonight as well. So, sorry for the technical difficulties. we chugged along for about 30 some minutes before we realized we weren't online. Hit the go live button, and it didn't go live. All right, well, catch you. Try to do the Batmobile build on Tuesday, but there's no whip it this Thursday since we had one last week. So,
All right.
we'll catch y'all next time.
See y'all.